Yes, people, welcome back to another episode of the S.O.S podcast. You already know it's your boy 365 on the intro. You get me? The boy DG's not about today, but we send him the salutes. You know already, you know what I'm saying? Well, we got,
he's on them powers.
A few more regulars here anyway. These are faces you've seen before. You already know who I got on the far left.
Boy T as always. How you doing, my bro?
I'm not too bad. You know, I'm off work, but I'm still working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, we move. What are you saying?
Yeah, man. Literally finished work yesterday. I needed that break, even though I just came back from a break, but I needed another break.
I hear you. I hear you.
Had to enjoy these what, three more days?
Extended weekend.
Yeah, enjoy that well, man.
Say nothing. Okay, and as you can see, another returning special guest. It's the girl, Vic. What are you saying?
Hello, guys. I'm good. How are
You
you?
good?
Yeah.
I'm fantastic.
Good.
Feeling alright. Yourself?
Yeah, I agree with you. I needed this bank holiday. I was dying for it. I just come back from leave as well, but I don't know. Just needed.
But your
extra.
leave was with work, essentially. You were going away to have fun, but at the same
it
time.
wasn't really relaxed. It wasn't like relaxing.
Yeah.
It was not a rested holiday. It was more,
Rest/work.
partying,
Enjoyment.
enjoyment.
Straight enjoyment, bro.
But yeah, no. Looking forward to the break.
Got any plans or just taking it easy?
Well, tomorrow I got my friend's birthday. We're going to Activate in O2.
Hey,
Apparently that's really good.
hey, dress well for that.
Oh.
I'm telling you, no.
Is that what you went for?
Hey, I'm telling you, don't go there with any bottoms like this. Go in short knicker. I'm telling you.
Shot nigga, these wear shorts.
Shorts, like wear shorts, because it's a real fitness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're not playing. You're really gonna activate.
Really
something.
activate.
Oh, wow.
You're gonna activate.
It's a burn
something.
some calories still.
Okay.
From the first one that I did, yeah, I had to move my feet really quick.
That's it. I need a glass of water.
Yeah, and then the worst part is, because at the time I didn't even clock that it weren't working properly, innit? Because my thing wasn't going off.
Then all of that
So
for
the
no
girls,
reason.
obviously we got two groups of us in it. I went with the girls. They've hit reset in it to go again.
That's smashing. That's supposed to catch my breath.
Bro, I done it again. The thing still didn't go up. I said, yeah, nah, just waste. Come to find out it's broken. I said,
Oh
I
my
just
gosh.
wasted all this energy. Yeah.
First game, first half energy.
It's
Done.
It's
Done.
really activation.
It's a real but it's fun though. It's
Okay.
fun. It's fun.
Apparently you can win prizes and stuff like that.
You
like-
can't. Hey, I'll go for this on the leaderboard for the day anyway. So
Oh, really?
yeah, we were out there in our numbers.
Wow.
Because what you can do is in each group you can do either work together or you can do competitive.
Yeah.
We just said let's work together, man. Rack up the points.
Yeah, let's be smart.
Yeah. Because there's one game where it's like Squid Games. Like what's that game they played? The
Red light.
red light, green light.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one like that. Yeah, you really need. It's a squad thing. It's not individual.
That's
thing.
exactly. You see
Nice.
that game? Actually, deep in it. What's that game in primary school you used to play again? With a wolf.
What's the time?
Mr. Wolf.
Yeah,
Red light, green light is basically what's the time, Mr. Wolf? Like.
basically.
Yeah.
It was sick though. Nah, you enjoy it. You're gonna have fun.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
But
I'm
just
not prepared, but that's maybe prepared now.
yeah, don't go there.
You need
And
to-
so to be fair, one of my friends' people them changed when you got there, so you can change as well.
That is fair.
Yeah, but it's good.
That's a shout.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to that now.
Yeah, nah, you
That's it
enjoy
really.
yourself.
Nothing else. Spend time with the family.
Right, you got anything?
Food.
What's that?
Anything planned for the bank holiday?
Nah, bro. Honestly, I'm just gonna go fun fair on Sunday.
Black Keep on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
go there probably early. Try to avoid the
Road
crowds. Yeah, that demographic.
Yeah.
Thinking back to the last episode. And other than that, I'm just chilling, man. Honestly, this is like the first. No, not the first one. It's like, bro, I think I'm just getting to a point now where that bank holiday coming. I was like, oh yeah, I'm to find the bank holiday motive. Bro. It's like,
It's not
beyond
that
now. I don't even think about looking at
Literally.
bank holiday motive. Yeah.
Literally.
When that shit, yeah.
Like, if it falls in place and
Yeah.
someone's like, yeah, alright, cool, let's step in it.
But I'm not going out my way to.
I'm not chasing, so
Yeah.
I'm chilling. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
she's not around. I'm at yard with myself, cooling. Gonna shout the man there, yo, if you wanna come
What's
true,
tomorrow?
come true. Saturday is there Prem tomorrow? There should
Yeah,
be some
Prem on
games.
tomorrow.
That's about
I'm
it.
gonna
Still,
stream the City game. Yeah, why not, man?
Gosh, the Man United game yesterday. Can we have a debrief about that? Is that allowed?
I didn't. Funny enough, I was following through that. I didn't watch it, but I was following
Hey,
it.
bro.
But then when I went back to watch the highlights, I know you. I was gonna say, I
I'm so
know you were
surprised you didn't
guessed.
watch it.
I was going to, but I think
That was, I can't lie, if for hate watch, at one point, it was amazing. It was like,
hey,
at the highest it could be for hate watch. And me as a fan, I was at my lowest.
big up you guys. You lot really went crazy. I can't lie. Looking back, when I look back on the goals and everything, I'm like, hold on.
Brother.
The thing is, I was actually watching the time, and I had the scores on the betting app. Because your live's up to date. Sometimes your TV's lagging a little bit. The anxiety, I actually couldn't But in my mind, I just felt like Man United are gonna come back. Like they have to come back. I was like, there's 3 minutes left in this game. They have to come back.
I had nothing left.
I didn't know how they're gonna do it, but
I had nothing left.
Even after it was what? Was it?
It was like
At 4-2 toss. I had nothing left.
What was
the second half?
The goal, the 2 goals, it was...
No, Bruno got a pen. It went 4-3.
Yeah, Bruno.
And then...
But this is the second half of extra time and it was 4-2.
Yeah, no, when it went 4-4, do you think you could still win it? Because remember, when it was...
Yeah, no, at 4-4, I was like, hey, anything can happen. It's still a couple minutes in. I was like, anything can happen. Hey, at 4-2, I was done. I was ready to knock off the game.
He literally had a tantrum. He threw the pillow across the room, stormed out.
No, that's
bro,
a valid
no.
reaction.
Alright, cool.
It's a valid
For people that
reaction.
don't take
It's a
him
valid,
like
very
sports, yeah, we need to understand is that cool.
You went from winning to losing.
That game was literally a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I was full of adrenaline, enjoying, and then the roller coaster went bah! It went down. All of a sudden now, man's holding the seat in the roller coaster, fighting for my life. And all of a sudden they just go, what? It's going back up again. Like, bro, mad euphoria.
The thing is, you got to the point, it got to like 4-2 second half, and you're like, I'm not watching it again anymore. I'm not watching it anymore.
I wasn't looking at the screen.
Looking at the screen. Even when the penalty came for Bruno to take, you literally didn't want to watch it.
Didn't want to watch it.
I was like, are you not going to watch the penalty?
Bruno would have scored.
No, I know he's gonna score, but I'm just like, bro, I don't know. Like, I was defeated.
You don't want to risk. You don't want to risk that.
I've been through a season.
Yeah,
but I've been a seasons of nonsense with Manchester United.
Trash. Man, absolutely trash.
We're 2-0 up in the first half. How was it? By the time we got, bro, how can they get to 4-2 in extra time?
Do you know what that match was?
And they had 10 Mentos.
Yeah, I know. When Talisha got sent off. That was boy chest satisfying.
Bro,
it gives you entertainment.
You know what?
Gives you heartbreak. Gives you.
I couldn't have watched that game with you, man. I would have lost it.
Oh yeah, you couldn't watch that with me.
I would have lost
You
it.
could not watch.
I would
that
have
with
lost
me.
it, bro. I was on the verge.
No, but then you would have, because look what happened.
No, then I would have started. God, I was moving mad after that. All of that in the crib, bro. I was moving mad, slapping my chest, everything, bro.
Crazy. And I FaceTime my brother, and he was standing on top of the bed, like with his hands on his head, like this. I can't believe what I watched.
Nah, big up Maguire still. Captain, that's not even a captain anymore.
Maybe and Maguire.
Bro, that last minute goal.
Hey,
was...
Kobe came with a new trim.
Yeah, he's
Powers.
back. He's back. This is
What is this new Powers?
The original Kobe when he first came. That little trim, then he grew the locks, isn't it?
Okay, we got Kobe.
His
still.
goal was so clean, fam.
Clean.
Tight spot, touch.
Clean.
It was enjoyable to watch.
He scored
His
about-
outside foot. Bam!
He scored about 3-4 of his goals, last few goals, just like that.
Yeah.
Against City, against Liverpool,
Yeah, they said that as well.
And against Wolves.
and Wolves, yeah.
In that spot.
In that
That's
same spot, yeah.
That's his green zone.
Yeah.
Don't let him cut it around that area.
Yeah, for real.
He might bag still. Big up the boy Kobe still.
Big up you lot, man.
Yeah,
Congrats.
but we don't really talk
It's
about
a semi.
sports on S.O.S podcast, but yeah, the colour had to highlight that one.
You had to.
That was crazy.
Into the semi.
9 goals.
That was a crazy match.
9 goals.
9
That
goal
was a
game
historical
thriller.
moment.
5-4. That's some FIFA shit.
Facts. No, that really, and even with the way some of the goals were scored, it
The
looked
last
like a
two goals
FIFA
were
game.
literally in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's a FIFA game. You know, from kickoff.
They were dying for it.
Yeah, no.
Man United said, "What? We're not going to be in the Europa League next
No,
year."
this is another thing you have to talk about with football. That I always say to people that it's more than a sport, fact. See that hope, that belief of we could do it. But I know every player was feeling it. When it went 4-4 or even 4-3, I know the whole everyone looked at each other and said,
Hey,
what?
OT was rocking, bro.
At our ground. Yo,
Rocking.
rise.
It was
Everybody
rocking.
everybody
It
was
was
no.
rocking.
activated.
After Minu scored that goal, I said, "Oh,
That could be
my
the-
days."
That could be the trigger for you lot to go and win it all.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Can't lie,
I'm pretty
bro.
sure we can have
After
it
the
all.
game like that, they have to.
How?
A British final, isn't it? No,
Second,
it will be a British final.
it could if Tottenham go all the way. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I just think, bro, as a player, yeah, imagine getting home. How are you supposed to sleep that night?
You can't sleep.
You're
You
too
can't.
charged.
You can't sleep.
You're just buzzing.
I'll just be like, bro, I can't
You've got a lot of
believe
energy to burn.
we were 4-2 down and we won 5-4.
That's crazy.
Bro, if I'm Harry Maguire, no sleep. Kobe Mainoo, no sleep. Even Bruno, no sleep. I'm done. I'm cooked for the night. I'm just gonna be thinking about this game.
I'm thinking more of that next day going into the training ground.
Yeah, going training.
The guy!
Hey, pumps.
Talk to me
Wait,
nice!
Who's the guy?
Pumps.
Okay, who's taking the shine then? Is it all of them? Who's set
Nah, it's Harry
pace?
still.
Bruno set
It's
pace.
Harry.
Bruno
For the
did set
comeback?
pace,
It's Harry.
but I can't lie. No, I think Harry's goal was obviously the clutch goal to
Because it
win
would
the
have gone,
game.
it would have
Think
gone to
Kobe's.
penalties otherwise.
But
right?
that Kobe goal,
Yeah, it was nice.
Oh, bro,
Nah,
I think
I know that the chefs. What do you want, Harry?
anything you want,
If
we'll
you
cook
want
it today.
ice cream, I'll make you
So we'll make you ice cream,
fresh ice cream.
brother.
Like what?
No, I just want the
That's-
whole camp, whole team, all the staff buzzing. Just looking
That
forward
helps.
for the next leg.
Like I always tell people, like that's what I was saying earlier. That can now change United's the rest of the season for you guys.
No, for
It
real, we
should.
just need to push on, bro. Go
There's
get
no
it.
way.
Do what
next
Atletico
game they
Bilbao.
can't come and do rubbish.
They can't.
How
No,
would they
and
match
then
like that?
this is what I would tell people. You have to be careful. Every competition is different.
Yeah, I was gonna add to that because
What
go on.
how it goes in the Europa League is not how it goes in the Premier League.
Yes, and the manager mentioned that.
Yeah, it's two different things. But you got that team you play on Saturday. They might slap you 4. That's how dangerous the Premier League is. You can't. It's probably the most unpredictable league.
Yeah.
Europa League is a bit more box stand. You know, like listen, it's win or you're out.
Yeah.
So you gotta bring out all your best tactics, your best plays as much
Yeah.
as you can. Try and anticipate what they're gonna do. Prem, you can study. They're trying to study.
yeah.
It's a
Bro,
natural.
Yeah.
Andrew said in
He
his
said
press
that,
conference,
yeah.
he was like, listen, like, he says a reflection of the manager of how you do in the league. He said that's what truly reflects you as a manager.
Yeah.
So it's like, in terms of management right now, the team were underperforming.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm
absolutely.
saying? And it's like, and Rio even said as well, it's like playing in the Premier League is like, bro, it's like, it's a lot more intense.
Mhm.
Do you get what I'm saying? People
the
are
best
fighting for
league in the
different
world.
things. Each team has quality. Do you get what I'm saying? He says when it comes to Europa League, like the first games you're gonna play, you don't play against tough opposition. You can build up momentum. Do you know what I'm saying? Get that cohesion with the team and keep on pushing. And then once you get to a certain point, it's literally it's not knockout football, but it's 2 legs. If you can do it over 2 legs,
Good.
you're good.
But
And
even
obviously,
it's easier said than done.
yes, that's easier said than done.
Look at you. Look at the game yesterday.
Wow.
You could win your first game at home. You're 2-0 up first leg. It's not over.
It's not over, man.
It's not over until that final whistle goes and
Yeah.
you win.
And that was
It's not
dragging.
over.
That last whistle was dragging. Even me, I was thinking, when are they going to blow the whistle now?
Example: City Madrid. That's knocked us with 2 back to back. I just sat there, just. Alright, cool.
The GBG was cool.
Yeah,
Serious
calm.
GBG.
I just said calm. There's nothing else I can say for this. Even when we played Julo, went from winning back to most. I said calm.
Yeah.
Calm. That's football for you.
Yeah.
Football, yeah.
You just need
Cool
like in
sport
with football. I'll tell you, you probably just need about 5-10 minutes of just a really good highlight. The whole team's work. You can do a lot of damage,
Yeah.
especially if you're. I've won you, for instance, chasing a game, and you get that 1 goal. Yeah, it just changes your whole trajectory of the game. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
we're about to what because as soon as they clock, we can score against them.
It's over. But like you said, football's a game of moments.
Yeah.
Like you could be that. It just takes one moment to change everything,
Literally.
to change
That was
everyone's energy, to change everyone's
Yeah,
mindset in the game.
That's
That was
the beauty
special.
of football.
That was
That's the beauty of the game, man. And I
That's
can't
literally-
lie.
We've seen so many moments in football, yeah,
Yeah.
where you're like for instance, Argentina. I know we're talking about football, guys. We apologize, but I'm in there now. You're in my bag. You lot, S.O.S, you're really family. You're gonna know
We're
what
speaking
my
about
bag
sports.
is.
We do
This is
do
our
sports,
bag.
but we ain't really talk about sports in
We're
the
back.
pod.
We're
But we can
coaches
do
as
that.
well. We're coaches. as well.
We can do that.
Yeah, you see France, Argentina. One of the best finals ever.
That's like fencing.
Yeah.
You know what fencing is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like fencing.
Literally.
But on guard, the man comes that hard. You get what I'm saying? It's a mad thing.
The way he even ended the save. It's one of the best footballs I've ever watched. in my life.
That World Cup final was sensational. Great
Even that
watch.
whole World Cup.
Yeah, it was a good World Cup.
Was it Saudi? Saudi beat Argentina. I'm looking going, wow.
started off like that. I was like, yeah, this is a mad
What
thing.
way to start?
Is this the one when Mbappe scored like 3 goals?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
Mad
Messi being Messi,
Yeah.
said, bro,
He said, but I need this to add to my talisman.
Yeah,
he
had
little
to
bro
win.
Mbappe,
Yeah,
and then
he had
Mbappe
to
scored a
win.
hat-trick. Do you know how mad that is?
Hey, Mbappe went crazy in that final. Actually, he went crazy.
Bro,
He
he
carried the whole team.
His whole life depended on it and got stopped by the greatest in the world ever to grace the field.
It's written that it's
Yeah, no, that story for Messi, that World Cup, the story it was written for him, man.
Yeah, man.
It was
It
written.
was literally written for him still.
Literally was.
Bro, he dunked on everyone, fam.
Now he's got that and he's gone.
He's chilling with his brethren. Must be nice. Man shouted about you, like, nice to kick ball.
What,
Yeah,
America?
nice little project over here, you know.
Into Miami.
Yeah, they pay well, you know. Yeah, he might come through. 4 of his brethren kicking balls and training, and them man are old.
You're just in
It's
Miami.
really
It's
fun.
hot over there.
Chilling.
Nice.
That's been nice.
Can't complain. But yeah, that was a quick segment on a bit of sports, you know. Obviously, because there was some mad game on yesterday, so we have to kind of highlight that one very quickly. But today,
Fuck up.
we wanted to. But today, we want to speak about personal hygiene and hygiene choices, and just kind of highlight that one very quickly. Got a set of questions here that's going to help us explore the topic. I'll send it to you, by the way, if you want to check it. I'll go to the very first question.
To start off, let me start off like this.
Go on.
Out of 10, how would you rate your hygiene?
10.
Can't say 10.
But I
Why
know,
can't I say 10?
I think 10, you're not always, I feel like as great as you can be with your hygiene, there's always going to be that little, there's always going to be something imperfect thing.
Yeah.
There's always going to
but hygiene is. I don't know.
there's something that there's always going to be something out of your control as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So when you're thinking about how you practice, the
Yeah.
things that you do to maintain good hygiene,
It's a 10.
it's a 10. You can't like, yeah, it's important. It's an everyday.
See,
routine.
'cause I
It's a
think-
And this
lifestyle.
is why the reason I asked is that, see how you said 10, and the reason that, like for instance, if you had a situation, say man, don't give a toss, you know. Like they need special requirements or certain requirements for their hygiene to be a 10. To me.
Sorry, no one's confused.
But yeah, they don't even, you get me, they don't care for them.
That's what I say. So I think when you talk about the practice of hygiene, yeah. So I don't want to even get to another thing because some people look clean, but they're actually not clean.
That's what I was going to
That's
say.
a whole
as
other
well.
conversation, but we'll get into that. But
Disguises.
I think the practice is very important because you need to understand this. I think hygiene requires an element of effort and wanting to maintain that
100%.
hygiene and look clean, look whatever it is that you want to do in terms of your practice. So I think there's a lot of people that are, like you said, just too comfortable or just too lazy to, take this extra step if that's what's needed.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Do you think that comes from their upbringing? Because I feel like your
100%.
upbringing plays a big role in how you are.
Yeah, but you know what? I think as well, yeah. It can. I think it's definitely to do with your upbringing, but I do think sometimes the element where just some people, it's just in them, like they're just
Nasty.
not that they're
No, some
nasty.
people
It's
are
just that
that way.
not that they're nasty, but they're just not. I don't know. It's like they're not bothered. They're just a bit lazy in that element, in that aspect of things.
No, but
Unless
that's
they're
not-
told
that's-
to do it,
that's
or unless they're
nasty,
chased to do it.
But that's
Well, they
nasty
want
though,
you to
because
do it.
that's your body.
Cool. That's what I'm saying. So
How
for
we do
example, yeah, because you could have a household, yeah. Mom and dad are very clean. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what they're trying to teach their
kids,
offspring, their kids. But then you always have the one kid
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You have the one kid who is not like he may follow the practice, but if they don't put pressure on him, if they don't chase him, they don't do certain things, he's just gonna. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's gonna let it be, or they're gonna let it be.
I
Do
live one.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've seen that myself. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, it's mad because sometimes I don't know. It's definitely an element of upbringing because the parents could try and like entrench it into your mind that you have to be like this, you have to be like that. But as soon as you leave the home and you have your own free will,
Yeah.
you'll do what you want to do.
This is where
100%.
uni,
And this
going
is
to
why-
uni comes into play as well.
Yeah, but I also feel like a lot of education is needed. Because some people do the basics, you know.
Yeah.
They do what they know they need to do, so they'll wash.
Some don't even do it very well.
Some people don't do it, and they don't do it well. Again, that's another thing. But some people
just do the bare minimum.
Bare minimum, and think that's okay. It's a
start,
start, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough because
you need to do better.
You know, humans, we sweat, we shed dead cells, skin cells. You know, like
that's true. That's true.
Even just from the clothes you're wearing, the way you maintain your environment, like that's all part of hygiene. It's not even just about your personal hygiene; it's also about your environment as well. And I think part of it can be your upbringing. I feel like parents need to be more active in teaching their children the importance of maintaining their own health, physically, you know, themselves and their space. And they try, but then I think when you're younger, you just feel like, oh, it's something that your parents tell you. That
it feels like a chore.
Like a chore that your parents are making you do, rather than this is actually really important for my physical health. But then when you're of a certain age, when you're at puberty age, I think when you're a teenager, and people start noticing, you know,
that's
certain things. That's when you become more conscious and think, okay, I need to do more. They might not necessarily know what to do to kind of change their situation. But again, that's why the parents need to kind of educate and guide their children. To explain, like, you need to take the extra steps, like you need to carry deodorant, you need to be like regularly washing, you need
100%.
to kind of like do extra things rather than just the bare minimum that you know you need to do.
Because when you hit that point you're talking about now, that's when like you can actually start to smell, and people actually like will try to avoid you and say, oh, you're the one that smells, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen that working education. Everyone that watches the S.O.S podcast, I've mentioned this plenty of times, working education, and I've seen, bro, they'll have a set of students in my classroom, they will leave and the classroom is smelling nuts. Or they'll be in the classroom, I'll step back in, I'm like, raw, classroom is ripe, what's going on? Do you get what I'm saying? But then I don't think some of these young men and young women aren't being educated like what Vic's talking about. So obviously this is what I step in now as a teacher, tutor, and obviously in terms of like providing pastoral care, these are the type of conversations you have to have. Not in a thing where I'm trying to violate or diss them. It's more of like a big brother kind of father
like
comes
a
and
mentor
listen,
kind of thing. You
need to make sure you do this. Do you get what I'm saying? Because a lot of these kids will come in, alright, cool, they'll go and bang football, run around mad, and then just come in my classroom, and then do you get what I'm saying? Man, just ponging in the classroom, bro. So me, what I do is I even go extra step to help them practice hygiene. I've got deodorant, perfume, women's perfume, men's perfume, and cream. Do you get what I'm saying? All available
if needed
for the students.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? I one point even had wipes. I've told students before, bro, you used to go in the toilet, wipe your armpits, and use the deodorant.
Yeah.
Literally, because like we're saying, it all begins at home, and sometimes at home, like, even though their parents have to do the bare minimum, it's like they're not even checking. Some kids will wear the same polo or whatever, they're wearing the same thing 2-3, bro. After the second wear, that thing is, bro,
tired.
You might give someone, bro, you might make someone cry. That thing is
and again, like, we put a lot of like responsibility on the parents to provide the education, to make sure, ensure that the child is obviously looked after, but a lot of the parents are not
struggling with hygiene themselves.
I'd say like neglecting themselves.
I've seen that as well.
We've seen and smelled some adults say like, raw.
So it makes it even harder.
I've got some horror stories.
So it makes it even harder for these young people to know what to do, to kind of speak about it because it's embarrassing. And even be aware that there's an issue in the first place. I feel like to do anything about it, you need to be aware. And it's only until someone probably from school mentions, you're a smelly person.
So I'm saying that's dark, and that can really that can hit you in your
That might not even change the situation. It just might then make them feel even more self-conscious. And you know,
wallow into the more stink.
More self-conscious, more embarrassed. You know, it might even make them go into some depression, or you never know how it might affect them.
You know, some of these kids will be sharp with their tongues. I'll be saying some mad
stuff.
Viral, kids just salting kids before.
Bullied and all this stuff.
I was like, oof. Dark.
It's not easy. And also, like, coming from like an African household. Okay, there's some friends that you probably knew when you grew up, like they'll come to school smelling of a particular type of food.
Like tilapia.
Aye, you man.
And again, who is to blame for that?
Yeah,
because it carries on into adulthood. We're talking about like school time, but it can carry on into adulthood if that's your home environment. It's just got this, smell.
Yeah.
You
know, I clocked as I was getting older, because I remember talking to my friends, like going to different friends. I was like, alright, cool. We all basically clocked that everyone has their own home smell, like every house smell. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, every house has
every house has their particular scent.
Smell,
I will never know what my house smell is because my nose is accustomed to.
Yeah, because you're used to it.
So, for example, if I go to a Nigerian household, the smell is quite similar to other Nigerian households. If I go to a Ghanaian household, the smell in a Ghanaian household is quite similar to
the foods.
Yeah, I think it's the foods and stuff like that. It's similar to other Ghanaian households. You get what I'm saying? So I'm talking in terms of maybe dishes and stuff that they cook. I don't know for Ivorians, obviously, because I'm Ivorian, so I can't really take.
See, now that you brought it mentioning, I'm like an idiot. I'm trying to
think about yourself. You can't do it for yourself.
You can't think about what
I'm trying to remember smell.
Majority of my friends, or the ones I'm around most of the time, I've got quite a lot of them are Nigerian. I've got a few that are Ghanaian. I've got obviously some that are Caribbean and so on and so forth. So when I go to the different yards, they smell different. Do you get what I'm saying? I've clocked that. I don't know. We used to speak about this in school. Because now we try to diss each other and say, oh, your house smells this, your house smells that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some dumb shit back in the day, but everyone's house actually generally smells different.
Never really thought about it like that.
Do you think that then plays a part in how someone's personal hygiene is maintained or comes across to other people?
Yeah, man, because if you know...
That just smell or hygiene in general?
Everything.
Like, for instance, you mentioned the whole, like, food, the tilapia being cooked.
Fried fish, man.
You know mum is about to whip up the fish.
No, but not even if it's being cooked. Sometimes the storage.
Yeah, the storage.
Extra fridge.
Like,
the extra freezer.
I feel like
just
you
plant
should
it
be
there.
aware.
Put it there somewhere. Different meats, fam. Assorted, different stuff in there, cuz.
You don't want to get to the bottom.
You know, sometimes you got artists coming from back home, they're bringing over shit.
That's another one. You see that when your family visit from back home? What kind of smell are they bringing over?
You know, sometimes you can smell it on like the clothing.
Bro, to me, it's the suitcase.
It's the suitcase. That suitcase is written.
Don't put your gums in that suitcase or you're done. You smell like you're working at a market, bro. You're done. You're done.
There was a time my grandparents came, and I knew why it smelled because they brought a lot of food and stuff back from home ministry. I told them, take this out of the house. Take this out of the house.
Do you know what? Yeah, my mum has gone out.
Hey, bro, I put it in the garden.
No, I hear it.
Bro, I washed it in the garden. Yeah, and I didn't use my hands. I had gloves on. I said, this smell, like even the clothes I had on. As soon as I was done.
Again, no matter how clean you've tried to be, you've done your routine.
That's the thing.
Know, but as soon as you step out the house, your clothes are stenched.
No, but then there's some things that
can just write you off completely.
Yeah, like you're done.
Like for me, and I think this one's for me, is for you burger sauce lovers. That smell is disgusting.
Sorry, burger sauce.
Wait, I said that's crazy.
Burger sauce
I said burger sauce
smell for like hours.
No, this week, who was it? Kenny bought food. Got burgers, brother.
You don't like the smell of burger sauce?
No,
tell me why.
Your nose is sensitive.
I'm in the yard. I'm like, rah, why is all over the crib? Tell me I've left the crib now. I'm on the train. I'm like, rah.
Just smell
Did
it.
you eat a chip, bro? And the sauce was stuck in your nose and stuff.
I didn't even touch it.
Man said he's on his
fam,
out the house. He's supposed to be the burger sauce.
Message the shoot saying, yo, I beg you open every window of the crib right now, please. Air out the yard because your thing is pungent, fam. Where did you get this barbecue sauce, this burger sauce from? We all went through it.
That's a real topic still, because I remember seeing I see a TikTok about it. I think it's from my man from the Cabs family. I don't know if you've seen that TikTok. He was saying back in the day, like he used to think he was that guy in school. He used to think he was this guy. But he said obviously he's Congolese. Is he Congolese?
Yeah.
So his mum's obviously cooking a mad thing in the yard or whatever. And he's saying that basically behind his back, everyone was saying that he was just the smelly don in school.
Yeah.
And he said he thought he was that nigga, but he didn't clock it till later and he got older and broke it down.
Yeah, it's a shame.
What I'm gonna say is, during college, I knew a guy like that.
Yeah. Everyone knows someone like that.
Yeah, we all know someone like that, unfortunately.
It was rough,
Definitely
man.
have to, like, I guess school age, you can understand puberty.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
from
you
both
gotta
boys
give it
and
grace.
girls, like, we can understand why the hygiene might not be the best. And on top of that, they don't buy their own products, so
Yeah.
whatever the parents are buying in the home, that's what they're
Yeah.
using.
No,
You know,
Man's using brute. Man's using brute for deodorant. That is the worst deodorant.
that's why.
Hey, if you know about brute, that's so apt.
One like really good.
Do you know what brute, Vic? You know what
Yeah,
about
no,
it?
it's
Green.
Yeah.
No, brute.
Bro, don't put that on your skin.
Hey, bro, that's what all my older brothers, all the cousins done back in the day. If I'm going down New Zealand, I see him brute. Man's even spraying this thing is burning, fam.
My brothers used to get links. That was all I remember.
Yeah, Lynx was-
everything.
Yeah, Lynx chocolate, Lynx
Oh my
Africa.
gosh.
Big up Links Africa, man.
Bro, that brute. I was like, bro, wait.
Brute
this?
is
Then when I got
tough.
older and I went to save it, I said, bro, this is cheap.
That's why.
That's why.
That's why.
But things like 90p. Like, yo, even I'm
What is it
violating.
actually called? Is it aftershave? Like, what is that supposed to be?
What, the brute?
Or the toilet? Yeah.
Nah, it's just more.
What is it?
Brute was just like body spray, innit? I don't know what it was.
Yeah, but tough body spray.
It was hot, it was firm, fam. Look at the name, it was brute, fam. You have to be a brute to
But
be
you
using
know what?
that.
As a girl, like growing up, there was a lot. There was like Charlie, like there was all these different like body sprays.
Yeah. Body mist
So,
and
yeah,
that.
like
I was gonna say
mist.
for you guys, it weren't really.
But no, don't get me wrong, because
Oh.
obviously when you start your periods and stuff like that requires a whole
Different kind of routine.
different kind of routine
And
Yeah.
discipline.
and discipline. And you know what? Sanitary towels and sanitary products were not cheap.
Yeah.
Well, they were not cheap. So, you know, it was a struggle for a lot of girls growing up, especially starting much younger, like primary school age. It can feel very embarrassing, and there wasn't much conversation around it.
Do they still give them away in hospital? Sanitary pads? Or is it
I'm
hospital
sure
or
they
is it-
probably
is
have
it-
some schemes like, you know, these health clinics where they give out
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I
there
think
must
in a
be
lot
some
of schools they
clinics.
do that as
free
well.
stuff.
Yeah, so I was gonna say schools as well must be.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about when I was growing up, I don't remember ever going to getting any free sanitary towels or anything. No, like,
We were in school back in the days, man.
yeah, but we're feeling older now. But I think this new generation, with like access to TikTok and social
A lot more
media,
information.
a lot more information is available, and there's a lot more conversations around
Mhm.
like how to kind of keep yourself clean, how to maintain,
Yeah.
you know, good hygiene,
That's
which
true.
is positive. And I
It's
think
good, but then there's still people out there.
Cool. You see what you're talking about, yeah? Because we're talking about women's hygiene. So I got two things I want to say. I remember when I first, in secondary school, I remember I had one SL brother. Well, school. Remember Abu Bakr?
Oh,
sixth
yeah,
form.
yeah. Mad, man.
Cool. He went to my secondary school as well, innit? So
Yeah.
I remember he was the person that told me about FemFresh, like feminine
Yeah.
cleaning products and whatnot. And then I didn't know about this, innit? So he used to diss certain girls in school and be like, you need to go and use FemFresh. And I was like, no.
yeah,
The man would be
yeah.
like, what's FemFresh? And he explained, it's like FemFresh is what girls use to clean down. So,
Shout-
I said, okay. So then that was his buzzword. That was like his lingo.
because he's the only one that knew about it.
Yeah, and then obviously the man then clocked on about what the FemFresh thing was after, innit? But the guy was always saying, rah, FemFresh this, Fem. I'm like, brother, why are you like, chill out?
Yeah, because when you're on your period, there's a certain smell.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a different smell from any other time of the month. It's very distinct. It's old blood. But basically, like, think of what old blood smells like. I don't know if you guys ever know what old blood smells like, but
I'm not a murderer, fam.
Last time I checked, I don't think I've seen any.
I've been nowhere when they've been old brothers, but I can get
I
one
get-
that
yeah,
metallic.
yeah,
it's
that I was gonna say.
it's got a particular smell. So if you're not changing yourself regularly or cleaning yourself regularly,
We gonna smell it.
you're gonna smell.
Yeah.
You're gonna smell it.
And you see with that, that's coming to my next point. I remember, coming across someone that was using natural methods in terms of sanitary for a female, innit?
Mm.
Natural methods.
Yeah, like this is how they explain it. So I remember hearing that they were using some. Oh God, this was a madness. I can't remember what it was.
I need you to.
But basically, what this thing would do, it would basically collect the discharge. It will collect the blood in a sense.
Yeah.
And she wasn't using no towels. It was like some rag or some something. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I say that to say this. bro, that lady smelled horrific. And I say this respectfully.
She would smell horrific.
Do you get what I'm saying? I say this respectfully. Obviously, she chose to do the natural thing, which I respect and do your thing. You know
It's a
what I'm
serious
saying?
topic.
But in terms of, because we talk about personal hygiene,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
oh my God. It was like,
But then that means
when
in
that
her
time,
eyes-
like, bro, and I even got more to the story, which is more funny, but bro, you see her, like, you couldn't even stand next to her. It was that bad.
But did she know?
She must know.
No, she wouldn't. How would she smell herself?
That's what I'm saying.
She wouldn't know.
Or maybe she didn't know.
Part of,
Yeah, it's become part of her. Like, I can't lie, like, it was. The thing is,
If she's
And the
been
thing
doing
is,
this
like-
natural remedy for years.
Imagine what her home life looks like, and you know, she's probably using natural products as well to clean.
do you get what I'm saying? Like, her, like, she was actually. The thing is, she was mad
That's
cool.
disgusting.
You know,
She was mad cool. Do you get what I'm saying? I remember it was a situation where I was at work, yeah. And one of my colleagues, obviously the person I'm talking about was in the room, innit?
Mm.
I think I'm on the computer there. And then my colleague was going to a cabinet near
That was
where
me.
that
Oh,
person
God.
was, yeah. So you had to bend down to go to the cabinet. Hey, you see where my girl left, yeah? When he spoke about it, he said it was like...
oh my God.
He said it was like an orb. He said it was like an orb of the smell. He said it was like it's in his face. Hey, bro, I can't lie, that story, when he told me that, when he started explaining after, yeah, I was busted up. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to diss or nothing like that, but yeah, that story was hilarious. But to add more to this, I'm even crying. You see the person I'm talking about, her partner has issues with his sinuses, so he can't smoke. So she knows what she's doing.
It's not about she knows what she's doing.
She knows what.
There's no one around to say
To
this
tell
is the
her.
problem.
There's no one to tell her.
You can't smell
You
anything.
can't
That's what I'm
smell.
saying. So she knows what she's doing.
No, she don't know what she's
No,
doing.
she
She can't smell
don't.
herself properly. Most likely, she can't smell herself.
Bro, so
I'm telling you,
out
when my
of
man
the-
gets his nose back, what you tell her?
out of the million niggas out there, she went to go and find a one brother with sinus problems. Brother,
No, it's not
you
that
know
she
what
found
you're doing.
him. He found her and accepted her because he couldn't smell her. That's probably what
That's
happened.
true.
That's probably
He
what
was
happened.
the lead, one leading, so he did therefore pursued her.
He probably found her.
Why?
I
I
can't
don't know how they
smell, I
found
can't
each
smell
other.
this one.
But I remember getting that information and being like, what? Because I've bucked my man, do you get it? And I'm like, bro, I'm standing right next to you. I'm like, bro, they're like, bro,
You
yeah,
must smell it.
well, yeah, bro, you got hit none of this, you got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
feel like
right.
women's hygiene, right? There's just not enough. There's a lot of misinformation,
Yeah.
miseducation around it. Because even like in between, outside of menstruation periods, you know, women have vaginal discharge. We're getting very, I don't know how deep you want us to get into this.
We're here to
Going
educate
over,
people.
but
We have to educate and talk, so it's a serious
women have
combo.
vaginal discharge, and that can look like very different things. It's all based on your hormones and how your gut health is.
Okay.
So
it links up to your diet a little
it
bit.
links back to your diet, it links back to your lifestyle, and this is all gonna be part of how your body processes your toxins and how you're
Okay.
gonna smell it eventually anyway. So it's all linked, and if you're not educated, you might be having like reoccurring issues with your body odor and smells, and you know it will show up in your discharge, but you might not necessarily know that that's a problem.
That's
Okay.
something you need to actually
Unless
research.
you go and do your research, you speak to other women, or you speak to your doctor. Speak to your doctor first, and try and find a solution. But I feel like women have just been shamed for years, you know. And
Which I don't get. Because the man,
You know,
some of the people just doing the shit.
for example, like this lady, obviously not to call out your
I'm not trying to shame her, I'm just giving
not
you the
trying to
story.
shame her,
She
but
get it.
like that's most people's response. They'll just laugh and say she just thinks.
No, but-
like no one's gonna
No,
No one's gonna
it's
put her
just-
aside and
it's
say,
just
I'm
the
so
story.
sorry. Or even another like woman that might be more appropriate. To pull her aside and say, listen, I know you're doing a natural health care
They've done
or
that.
choice, but it's really like the odor is really affecting the students, it's affecting the
Oh,
environment.
No,
you know.
but cool. Said person wasn't even working in. They didn't really come into contact with students like that.
Okay.
They were in the office with other people.
Yeah.
So I even found out about this through the other people because
Yeah.
they're just like it's peak.
It's hard, but if she's choosing, I mean, she's not gonna really know how bad it is because she
So
can't
wait,
smell herself.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you said people spoke to her about it.
Yeah.
Because listen, you have to.
No,
You have to remember, like, this is gonna translate to the whole, like, everything. So this, we're talking about personal hygiene now,
Yeah.
but you have to think about how her lifestyle is at home as well.
Yeah.
It's gonna affect her environment, the way she washes her clothes, and sometimes, you know, like, your body odor stays on your clothes.
Yeah.
Like, actually, no matter how many times you wash it, it's gonna stink.
You can
like,
use no, you can use fabric,
no matter what,
soften
try and
up,
cover it up.
everything.
When it's gone past that stage, you have to get rid of it. And most people don't know that.
Good podcast.
Once it's gone past that, sometimes you just know, you wash it, you smell it, oh, it still stinks. Just get rid of it, you know.
That's that.
Like, it's not, there's no resurrecting. Like, you sweat once, the whole thing is gonna stink. Like, you're just gonna smell because it's your clothes.
Yeah, that's.
You know, I hear you. But I think what you're saying in terms of the shave thing is true though.
Yeah, most people
It's true.
won't know.
They
It's
won't know.
uncomfortable.
It's an
like,
uncomfortable
even when you know a
conversation.
friend that smells, like, how do you really tell your friend that they smell or their breath stinks? Like, it's such
Yeah,
uncomfortable
like,
conversations to have.
Stop with them chewing gum, innit?
That's not gonna solve the problem. That's not solving the problem.
It's solving it right now.
No, it's masking.
But so wait, yeah,
So now
exactly.
the breath is still hot with mint and.
So wait, okay, cool.
Jesus Christ.
How would you tell a friend?
How do you tell a friend? That's the problem.
What if they have persistent bad breath?
Persistent health issues, persistent hygiene issues.
Health issues.
The breath, the teeth, the everything.
Boy DG from the S.O.S podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
That's a tough conversation still.
How do you? No, but then again, I feel like it's just.
But if that's your
you have to-
boy,
you have to
like
judge
not
it
really
based-
friends,
on the level of your
then
friendship.
it's a very tough
Appetite.
conversation. We have to say like, broski, I can't lie, like there's been a few times you get and I don't know what's going on, but you need to do something, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah, I word it like that.
Like you have to still.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's not easy, but definitely I feel like as an adult with my friendship group now, we're constantly talking about like health products, things that if we learn new information about how
You're
to
just sharing it. That's proper.
we just share it with each other. Oh, like this is what I do, or I have this issue. Like this is what works for me. You know, we just share tips and tricks. And especially with TikTok, like there's so many life hacks on TikTok.
There's more
How
like
to like keep a clean home, how to keep yourself clean, how to like, you know, like always share it with my brothers. It's not even just the hint that they smell or there's an issue, but it's just about being informed.
yeah, this is something new you could try or.
And just about helping your general hygiene practice. If it
Yeah.
can help things or it might make things quicker or easier, then yeah, it all makes sense.
100%.
It's crazy. Alright, cool. Yeah, then let me get some of the questions out. So, okay, cool. I'll go to the second question. It says here, how often should you wash your hands and when is it most important?
It's most important when you're handling food and when you come out the toilet.
Yep.
But you should always wash your hands anytime.
Anytime.
Like,
Yeah. Anytime you do something that you know requires
yeah.
you washing your hands.
Wash your hands.
Please wash your hands.
Like
I think
entering any environment coming into your. To be fair, before you eat,
You should.
Should be washing your
Should wash
hands.
your hands.
When you come home from outside as well
Outside,
from work,
wash
you
your
should wash your
hands.
hands.
I was gonna ask you about that. Are you those ones that? So when you come home, do you wait a bit before you change, or do you change straight away? If that makes
Depends
sense.
on the day, bruv.
Nah, dog.
change straight away.
You gotta change straight
But
away.
sometimes I like to like shower first.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because basically,
She's about to
Cause
change
you're
clothes, your work
change
clothes.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
you
straight away.
bring your outside clothes in because you've been outside, you sat.
Okay.
Are you ones to, for instance, sit on your bed and then start? Because me, I personally now I've changed. I'm not sitting on my bed until I change. Until I change out these clothes. Yeah, I'm gonna go shower, but I can't. You know when you want to sit down and take off your shoes?
Yeah.
I'm not doing none of that. I don't want my outside clothes touching my bedroom.
Fair enough.
And it's hard with friends because can't tell, man.
Those are my bed. That's why you need to have like,
But
you need to have like frozen that, especially for that. You get, no one puts something in my bed like, yo, you get,
yeah,
sit there.
and it's not to say that my friends are. I know them. I hope
It's just
they
the
are.
outdoor thing in it.
It's just
I
the
get it.
outdoor because you think like cool. Like for instance, we're coaches. We're out in the field, we've had to move around. We've gathered something from outside that's lingered on our clothes.
Yeah.
Imagine going home now, sitting down, you put down your bed.
I think like from my upbringing, that was never like enforced.
You know, it was never enforced.
It was never enforced
something...
like, oh, you must
change
before you.
I think
into the
for
house.
me, what my mum used to always make me do is when I used to come home, she would take a uniform off.
Yeah, you had to change out.
Used to always change out uniform. That's one thing. Like growing up, always when I come home, uniform off. Like I can never come home then go back outside in my school uniform. You know, some people go then back out in bro. Never. You come home, uniform off.
Yeah.
Shower, back outside, or change back outside. That was like very strict for my
I
mum.
think since COVID, it did like encourage people to think more consciously about like no
big time
outside clothes.
Yeah.
In the house.
I feel like COVID did do a good thing.
It did in terms of people
personal
being more
hygiene,
aware
being more aware, 100%.
and having better practices in terms of looking after
just like,
themselves and home.
do you know what's crazy though? Yeah, even before COVID hit, the man have been using hand sanitizer and that. You had been doing that kind of stuff, like just have a hand sanitizer there in the car, like man's gonna put hand sanitizer, hand, boom, and win. Do you know what I'm saying? And then
should be standard stuff.
It was actually quite normal practice for us. And then when COVID came, I was like, rah, I'm just gonna get the bigger hand sanitizer now. I've got the small thing, I'm just gonna get the bigger one because it seems like it's real right now. Do you know what I mean? I remember buying hand sanitizer, like as soon as I saw the first thing on the news about potential virus, I went straight to Sainsbury's by my workplace, bought a fat hand sanitizer. I mean, all the students, you come in there, sanitize your hands. As soon as you enter this place, sanitize your hands. This one I saw the teaching assistant in the music department, but I would wipe the pianos, I would wipe all the mini keyboard, I would wipe everything. I went no games.
Yeah.
I just had that standard. As soon as I heard virus, I said, yeah, I'm not playing games.
I'm playing COVID was very fresh, fam. It was flying left, right, fam.
Literally.
You could just get it by just walking past someone that, so you had to. Okay.
I think one thing that COVID highlighted for me in terms of hygiene, is especially taking public transport. Like now I try to avoid touching and holding things, but I don't have to, I won't do it. But if I have to, then I will do it. But I just try to avoid, because when you actually deep it, it's oh my god, it's horrible. It's disgusting.
Even when there's like videos on TikTok of like the guy cleaning the
chairs,
seats and
just the amount of
how
dust.
black it is. Like, oh my gosh.
But is that our fault though?
No,
that's the country's fault.
Then we need to also be mindful, like as you said, like you're coming from the outside, home, and then you're sitting on your bed or you're sitting on your sofa, like you're transferring all these bacteria into your home. Even wearing shoes in the house, like that's something that, as an adult, I generally don't like.
Yeah, I try to as soon as I come in, take it off.
We have our own place. Now we're gonna have to be telling guests, please take your shoes off.
That's calm. Let's get
People have to respect it. I mean, you have to respect it, but there's some people that don't grow up with that. Like I never grew up with taking my shoes off in the house. So
I grew up in that. I thought it was standard. Why are you walking around the house with shoes?
Everyone, as you get older, you realize everyone's upbringing was different. What your parents enforced as a norm, somebody else's parents did not.
Like in our house, you don't only wear if you only have your shoes on if you were leaving or you just came on and you're about to take it off. Why are you walking around the house? Or say if it's a brand new train you're trying on. Yeah, that's allowed. But why?
No, I think it's more so guests. Like if guests come into my house, they're not being told to take their shoes off. Like they can walk in the house with the shoes. Like when I was growing up, my mum will let the guests. Like for example, if there's uncles that are coming through. Their man got their shoes on in the sitting room. My mum. But we had wood floor in it. We never had carpet, so I think maybe that's different. So we had wood floor, so they'll have their shoes on once they're done. Like cleaning up wood floor is easy. Hoover, mop, bang, everything is fresh and shining again. But with the carpet, it's a bit more different because it's actually like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
we had
probably get in there. So
laminate floors as well. So it was never like a big. And my mum would clean the house religiously. Every night before we go to bed, like she would do a deep clean of the house.
Every night.
Yeah.
Committed.
Yeah, every night before she goes to bed, she must clean the kitchen. She must clean everywhere must be clean. She doesn't like waking up.
See, my mum was cool. You can get away with not trashing the house, but going through the week. Come Saturday, deep clean.
Yeah.
Sunday was a cleaning day for me when I was growing up. Still
deep clean. And then I turned into Sundays because of coaching. When I come home,
let me do my deep clean properly.
Yeah. But But yeah, so like I was saying that to say that as an adult now I know what I want my life to look like. I know what I want my home environment to look like.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna embed certain practices
From the jump.
From that, yeah.
All get shoes off.
Literally
Uncle,
just went and
auntie,
bought-
granddad, grandpa.
We just
Yes.
found out.
Take your
Yeah,
shoes off.
there's no exception. Take off your shoes.
Take your shoes off,
Take your shoes
please.
off,
Yeah.
man.
I think that's just general respect. Even if you were not raised that way, like you can't come to someone's house and not even ask, should I take my shoes off? Like at least as a bare minimum ask.
Yeah.
You should be doing it automatically, take your shoes off to respect people's house, but you should at least ask first. Because someone could be like, no, it's fine, come in, you know. But just to walk inside someone's house straight, that's rude.
You've tracked nonsense on your feet your whole journey. I'm bringing it to my
Now
house.
you've seen a trail of like,
Rubbish.
Dust and whatever little bits on the floor.
Fam, just come out of my house, man.
yeah.
It's done enough. No, that one there I agree. That's standard. You might know, man. When you come out, yeah, kicks off. Because there's a section in my house where you can still wear your trainers there, but it's to take off. Because once you hit the carpets and stuff, yeah, my room's fancy. I've got laminate on my room, so I can have trainers in there. And like Brian said, sweep, mop.
This is good.
It's
Laminate
good.
floor is easy to clean. If you
Other
got
places in
carpet,
the house, like the living room, upstairs,
No
like
shoes,
upstairs, that's all carpet. Yeah,
no
yeah,
shoes.
Yeah.
yeah. Just don't do it.
My uncle gets so mad when he sees people walking around barefoot in the house. You have to wear socks. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
that's
it's
his own thing.
true.
Like he hates people walking
Do you know,
barefoot.
sometimes
But why though?
I do a bare feet. Sometimes, but I
You
do.
got
does
stretch your
not-
toes, bro.
does
Yeah,
not
that's
like
what I'm
feet.
saying.
I don't know if he doesn't like seeing feet.
It's not
Or
feet, fam.
he doesn't. I think it's a hygiene thing. I think when you're obviously on the floor, like barefoot on the floor, you can't pick up.
But it's not hygiene, so let's be honest. Before a long time ago, there were no shoes and
Yeah.
No, but it's a hygiene thing
It's a
though.
hygiene thing
Because you're walking around barefoot at times, like bro, like by the end of the day,
Your foot's
one of your
black.
foot's black.
And you're gonna come and put it up on the sofa. You're gonna
yeah,
come
no.
and put it
See,
on your bed.
that one there, I understand. It's disgusting because you're with your black money. Your man, yeah, no.
Could you
But
imagine
collecting the
like
dust all
dating
over the
somebody and they're just like
nah, see, you
they
gotta wear
lift their
socks.
foot up, and it's just black, or their socks is black.
No.
Jesus.
The first thing says don't wear white socks because it's gonna show off.
He's gonna highlight the blackness.
Everything you've gone through that day. Don't do that.
No, some look like cool. If it's a fresh white sock, it still looks fresh. But some socks are battered
Some
already.
people are heavy feet.
Then they wear the socks on top and it just
Yo,
looks
there's
worse.
some heavy footed people in this world. They're not putting their foot to the ground, fam.
Crushing the fibre of the sock.
I'm saying, so it's not like it's just don't. Why are you wearing white socks to walk around on the floor? Personally, I don't agree with it because it's white socks.
Looking for trouble.
Yeah, yeah. Let's not do that.
Use some black socks, man.
Or some colour. Some colours won't even hide it all probably, but yeah, but the bare feet thing, I agree sometimes. Once in a while, especially in like summertime. And it's boiling hot. Yo, let my toes breathe a little bit, but
Yeah.
I'm still wearing my sliders.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
just
Okay. So he says, socks or sliders. That's his thing. But no barefoot.
No barefoot, hear it. You see me growing up, I used to hate. I didn't even want the sole of my foot to touch the floor. Like I didn't
used to
like
be-
it.
No,
I don't
used
know
to be
why.
like that. No,
I
I used to
don't,
be
I'm
like
trying
that.
to think. I honestly looking back, like why I didn't like it. But I used to always before like sliders was a thing. But I was wearing flip flops.
Facts.
I was wearing
Fives.
different stuff in the yard, or I would always be in socks. You would never catch me barefoot unless I'm going to the shower or back from the shower.
Or if I'm about to go bed.
Yeah.
That's the most.
But I used to hate walking around barefoot. I didn't even like my foot touching the cold floor. It just, I don't know, for me it just was like, nah,
No, I get you.
never
the
done
the
it.
cold floor thing, I
I
get
just
you.
never
I get
done
you.
it. Do you know what I'm saying?
I
Now,
think-
and obviously in our new spot, we've got carpet. So it's been a couple
You've
times,
been
I just
spreading out.
cutting. Hey, 10 toes.
But really
Just
cutting the carpet.
Yeah, bro.
Nah,
Really,
yeah.
the carpet cutting through. I'm like, yeah, this is calm. Do you get what I'm saying? But I think now I've got to
Because
go
it's
on a
probably
bit
laminate
more.
floor. It was cold.
Yeah, I
And,
was just saying, because it's living
laminate
room
floor
is
picks
different.
up like dust. can
Everything,
just
yeah, it
come
just settles on it,
clean.
man. I was just like, yeah, I didn't want my foot to touch it. I was
You just
really
feel it under
against
your
it.
feet. Yeah, no.
Now I get it, because again, like I said, my room's laminate. Once I'm taking off
I've
my,
got a good question for us.
once I've taken off my socks and I'm getting ready for bed, I need to make sure my sliders are, because there's no way I'm putting my feet on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What are some of the weird things you do for hygiene? So I'll give you an example, yeah? You see how I just said the full thing? You see me, if I'm showering, yeah, and my this happened to me before, if I'm showering and my shower glove hits the shower glove drops and hits the bathtub.
Yeah, it's done.
It's done. I'm not using it for the rest of the bath.
Because the water's still running.
Bro, I'm not using it. I don't know what. I'm not using it.
That's valid. No, that's valid. That's valid. No, see, because when you're washing yourself and stuff, as you're washing your water's flowing, it's not hitting. That's what I just washed that.
It's my own body,
yeah.
Which is fine. But once the shower glove touches the bathtub that I'm bathing in,
it's done.
I'm just like, I'm not left hand only.
Yeah, it's done.
But let me tell you what's even more worse.
No.
Let me tell you the next one's even more worse. If the shower glove I'm using by accident somehow touches the floor, that's going straight in the bin. It's not touching my skin again.
Okay, cool. I haven't. That's not.
It's going straight.
How is it in the floor?
No, like, you know, for example,
how you showering?
Let's say you've hung it up. Let's say you've hung it up somewhere. I'm talking about like when you're drying it, for example, you're hanging up like whatever, you're hanging up somewhere. Someone's whatever, you come, you sit on the floor.
It's done. See,
brother, I don't know how long it's been there for.
Shall I tell you mine? And it pisses me off. You know what? Your towel rack.
Yeah.
If my towel drops on that, it's done.
Or you using the towel again?
I'm not using it again.
Wow.
I'm straight to the wash.
Straight new towel.
Yeah, new towel. If it hits the ground,
you know what? You see with that, yeah. I give that about 5 to 7 seconds. If I can't get the towel off the floor in a certain amount of time, I'm not using that towel again
either. We
either.
talk about like when in the shower, like before you come out the shower, if it falls on the floor, or like any time.
Or I'm talking about any time. So if I'm about to go shower and I've come in and I've seen, bro, it dropped. Yeah, it's done. It's done. New towel. I'm going straight back. Let me get a new one. I'm not. That's not touching me. Another one is I don't share. When it comes to anything, like even the hand lotions, toothpaste, I don't share that.
Well, you have your own toothpaste, yeah?
Yeah, I have mine. I have my own lotions, soap, everything. I'm not sharing with you. Because what I've talked, like we said, everyone is different. As much as we all have our own hygiene thing, I don't want yours. You don't need to watch mine. Yeah. You don't need to watch mine.
You don't know what concoction, like, okay.
Yeah.
We've all grown up in African households.
Bro.
This is the same space.
Hey, I've seen my mum. Yeah. I've actually seen my mum with like 15 different bar soaps.
Yeah, facts. I'm not touching that.
She's cutting up all these different bar soaps and then she's putting it in some container. Now all of these soaps, it just creates this.
What is that?
I'm like, Mum.
How do we know that this is not some acid now?
Bro, you see my mum, yeah? I was like, Mum, but why so many different? I used to look at her like, what is this?
See, we stopped my mum from experimenting from an early age.
No, you see, I wish I'd done that.
We cut that short early.
My mum's experimenting too much. Now she's damage her skin. I'm like, Mum, you should chill, bro.
In my house, we stopped that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mum, relax. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Nah, we put our foot down early because
I really let you look.
You ain't gonna throw us into your little experiment.
I'm not in it.
Now you put it in it like a Dove bottle. Yeah. And we're all thinking it's Dove.
Yeah, I'm not with it. I ain't with it. No.
It's a special Dove.
There's certain things.
Bro, you know what's so funny, yeah? My dad's obviously dark skin, right? And I think my mum bought she bought some like shower gel from Sarah and she said, oh, this smells so nice, let's try. My dad usually said, no, what's inside this shower gel? Why am I getting light skin? My dad was so angry. He's like, what kind of shower gel is this?
Yeah,
I'm looking at myself and
light skin. That's a special still.
Yeah, no. Like, if there was one person in the
after
house...
that, Mom has her own. We all have our own.
Yeah.
We don't mix. We don't actually mix. My mum keeps her own shower stuff.
But that's African artists for you though, man. They love a little cheeky bleach still.
She'll say it's cheeky bleach. She'll say it's not bleaching. It's just lightning.
Yeah, it's just lightning. Do you know what's funny though, yeah?
It's bright. It's brightening.
Yeah, skin brightening. It makes you shine. That's what I'm telling you. But the thing is, yeah, my mum is naturally fair skinned. Your mum is actually fair skinned
Yeah,
as well.
she's actually fair skinned.
I'm like, bro, I was
All
like,
our
what?
mums is.
I was like, but mum, why are you using this? You're already light. Your skin's already light. Like, what are you trying? It's like, just make it bright. I said, yo.
I'm trying to think
It's
if I put my
actually
mum
a
away.
problem in our community.
Like, at one point, yeah, there was one cream. I remember my mum and stepmom were using this. They were using this cream because I've been sent to the shop to go and buy this cream before. It was called Carolite.
Oh,
Hey, anyone from back in the day, if you know about Carolite, I beg you hear Carolite in the comments if you see this.
Actually,
If you know about Carolites, it was damaging the community,
100%
bro. Carolite.
damaging the community.
On the picture is one light skin.
Skin bright skin.
Carolite. Oh
my
my
God.
god. You know what's crazy? Back home, they've got some of the maddest bleaching creams. Brother,
It's not.
I've
It
gone
shouldn't
into
go on your skin.
I've gone into the
actually
pharmacy
like
back
acid.
home. There was a cream called in French it's lumière. That means light. Like literally that the
Yes.
cream is called illuminous. That's what the cream is called.
Yeah, you
I was
wanna
like,
bleach?
Mum.
Hey,
I said, Mum.
You wanna bleach?
I said,
I'm
Mum.
sure you bleach.
Don't even go
Transparent.
next to this thing, bro. You're gonna combust. What's the thing called light? How's the thing called lumière, fam? I said,
Half
stay
of
away
the
from
stuff
this.
they're using shouldn't even be going on your skin in the first
100%.
place.
They're peroxide and whatever
Bro.
sides and sides in there, bro.
After, I think there was some type of campaign that came out against Carolite, and they were talking about how it increases the chance of cancer.
Oh, say
all of this
swear.
stuff. I said it to my mum straight. I said, Mum,
Look at
seriously, sometimes you have to sit down with your parents and be for real with them.
Yeah.
because
This
People
is
will
what I'm
come
saying.
online and say, oh, this, that, but then you know your parents are doing it. So why would you
Encourage or ignore it.
ignore
Yeah.
your parents? Go and speak to your parents. I said to my mum, I said, please, you
Man,
need to
this-
stop
this
this.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
chill out.
you actually need to stop. The most you can
nip it in the
do,
bud early, fam,
Yes.
if you can.
turmeric
Yeah,
mask,
face
the
mask.
natural mask that's
Yeah.
gonna
See
even
now,
the skin tones.
that's what my mom's on. My mom's making her own cream now.
I
with
beg.
natural
That's
products.
what that one is better.
I said,
Okay.
when I see her doing that, I see her on TikTok, the woman will say you need to get paprika seeds and this and all this for the
Alright,
cream.
Turmeric,
I said,
Natural.
lemon,
this is
natural,
proper.
natural stuff.
Natural
Good.
stuff.
Fair
I
enough.
hear
That's
it.
gonna even your skin.
Smells
tones
nuts,
because
but it's natural, innit?
use that.
It's proper.
But to go and buy
It's
all
not
these
easy.
chemicals that you're putting in your body, you don't even know what it's doing to your skin, to your health, long
Yeah.
term. Like it actually has long term implications. She stopped. She actually stopped since then.
Those things you don't even need to
Stop.
put on your
Alright, cool.
body,
I got another one. Since we've gone down this pathway right now, yeah. Cool. Because I'm actually deeper. There's certain things that I do for my hygiene. I wonder if other people do it. Cool. When you shower, yeah, when you're scrubbing your skin,
Mhm.
from 5 being firm and 1 being soft, or 0 being soft, let's say 1 being soft, on what scale do you scrub your skin? Or does it depend on what kind of shower you have through?
Depends, 3 or 4.
3 or 4?
I ain't going 5, but I'm not gonna pull myself. I'm a peanut potatoes, fam.
You're
I'm
like a
gonna scrape myself.
4.5, more
No,
showers.
don't say 4.5. You're 5.5. You're past the radar. He
You're
wants his
fine with
man.
skin.
He literally wants his skin to. When he comes
Why are
out,
you
he
doing
wants
that?
his skin to be tingling.
No, do you know what it is? I don't know. In my
Why are you
mind,
digging
it's
yourself?
like
You're hurting
if-
yourself, you
No,
know.
I'm not
He
hurt.
thinks the more he scrubs,
If
the
I
more
don't
he's gonna-
scrub, in my mind, if I don't
You're
scrub,
shaving layers of your skin, my brother. That's
I've
what you're
seen
doing.
that. I've seen, but I've got different shower versions, innit? I'll get into that later. I've got different showers for different types or however. Do you get what I'm saying? Got the depot shower, got the light shower, got the quick shower.
What's quick shower?
Quick shower is literally get underneath the water, put the soap in my hand glove,
Light
rinse
wash.
off,
A light wash.
and I'm
okay.
out. Quick. That's like a 5 to 7 minute job. Do you get
Why
it?
are you trying to peel off your skin, fam?
But I call this is my point.
Bro.
I don't know why, but in my mind,
the scrubber's not
the
a
way I've
better,
been
you know.
bathing, it's like if I don't scrub, it just I don't know. It doesn't feel like
So you just
I've-
assume
doesn't
you're
feel
dirty.
like I've cleaned myself.
You don't feel clean.
I don't feel clean if I don't scrub. Do you get it? And it's from actually being around Vicky. I see her there. I'm like, wait, hold on.
He's exfoliating every day.
I was like, brother,
Basically.
maybe I'm doing too much.
You're exfoliating every day.
Bro,
You're
I'm
exfoliating 1 to 2 times a week. You exfoliate
Bro,
every day. But
scraping
it's
off
not-
your skin,
the
fam.
thing is, it's not a bad practice. It's not a bad thing. You know, everyone has a different way of scrubbing. Can we ask, do you guys start head to toe or toe to head? Do you have like a particular routine?
I usually go head, but I leave.
Head to toe still.
Yeah, it's head to toe.
Sometimes so goes my eye, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm blind. I'm blind.
Sometimes I'm just. I know what I'm doing though. It's my body. I don't be here before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I'll do it with
Right.
closed eyes.
So So do you know that there's a difference? Like men actually just wash their face, their body all in one, where women don't wash their face in the shower.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I heard about that.
Yeah, because you have a different routine.
Someone go on to me about that, you know. You lot have
Like
a
facial,
different...
yeah.
You have a body
because I
cream
remember
and a
people saying
face
I
cream.
use the same thing. I scrub it. I use that script to keep to wash
Yeah,
my face.
she got- yeah,
I wash my
yeah,
face
yeah, I got-
first though.
so go on to
Then I
me,
do
go
the
on.
rest of the body.
But then the next day,
I wash my face first again. I wash my face first again.
So we actually need to
Then
have
the body.
separate ones for body
yeah,
and
man,
face.
you need a facial routine. So in the morning, you have your face wash, you have your face scrub, you have your toner, your creams, and all of that. It's separate to like your body washing.
Turn on. Alright, cool. Sometimes I'll put a face. Sometimes I do a
A face
Nah,
scrub.
I do
face mask.
I
Face
do
I
mask.
do a face wash or a face scrub.
wash my face
I got
with
a
the
face wash thing.
face
Some
wash and
people
stuff.
do what like it's not a bad thing. Some people do wash their faces in the bath, but a lot of women, particular, because
Prefer
they
to-
do like actual. They have like
Routines.
actual
Routines,
They
yeah.
don't wash their face in the bath because they're washing their face, or they would wash their face, but that's not them washing their face.
Oh, because I'm
They go again
doing
and
it.
wash
I'm
their
doing it in
face.
the shower. I've
Yeah.
got my face.
I'll put the
Separately.
wait a couple minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And because obviously we don't get our hair wet, so it's like easier for us
It ain't
not
easy
to
now.
do it in the shower. It's
Yeah.
easier for us to do it out.
See when I had a little trim, I used to love them showers, man. I just standing in the
hey,
water, just
that
bouncing
is,
off my
if you
head.
ask me what have I missed,
Oh my god!
it's being able to pull the water over my head.
god!
Can't do that
I
no more.
enjoy that.
Unless
I
I've taken
enjoy-
out my hair. That's the
Okay.
one time I enjoy it.
I enjoy doing that like once a month when I get like it's hair wash day. Then I
Yeah,
can actually
wash
be
day.
under
You
the-
just
That
Yeah, I felt like I
feels
look forward to that
magical.
day,
Like
man.
you guys do that all the time.
Hey,
Oh
so I
my
had a
gosh.
little trim,
Amazing.
Bro, I'm under. That's why. See, we used to go on holidays before. I used to like that big shower thing when it comes down like rain.
Yeah.
The waterfall thing, bro. I'll be underneath there. It's just bouncing off my beam.
Can't do that,
No
man.
problems, no trim.
Can't do
I
that,
got 1.5. It don't matter. You get me? When I come out, I'm gonna dry it with a
When
towel when I'm good.
Yeah, when I had a pixie cut, I really enjoyed like washing because I could just get my hair wet, come out,
Yeah,
dry in
that's-
seconds. Like
that's
it was just
only time.
amazing.
Now that I'm
Wash
growing
day.
a lot,
I look forward to
wash
wash day.
Wash day.
I look forward to
So
wash day.
good.
Even though it takes forever,
It's amazing.
but I look forward to it.
Just
Have you
nice head
had
massage.
your head washed in the salon before?
No, I want
Brother,
to.
you're missing out still.
I want to.
Hey, Ak, I've had it done twice now. I almost fell asleep. It feels so nice.
I might do.
Because remember, usually when you wash it, it's like you're in there, bro. You're literally lying back. They're putting the thing in there, getting in there, and then they just do the water. It's just touching your forehead and it's just going down like that. Relaxing, so relaxing.
I want to do it. I want to try.
You should definitely
It's so relaxing. I even got Victor wash. I actually prefer when she washes my head.
Yeah, because you're not doing anything.
Exactly.
And it's mad.
I would prefer
That's
so relaxing.
That knows the routine.
It's so relaxing. It's so relaxing.
Throwing my hair back.
No,
For
but being
real.
in the salon is different because you're not straining your neck.
Yeah, this one,
Yeah.
Back.
bro, you're chilling.
See, wash day
And then
sometimes.
it's just, yeah, it's
Wash
like-
days, shoulders. See, when I was really,
Another question, guys. Do you guys wash your back?
yeah, man, do the.
It's not as efficient as it could be,
Yeah,
but
yeah, but I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best.
I do what I can.
I'm doing my absolute best, man. Doing the.
Also, because I use the gloves, innit? I will hit her on this side,
Yeah.
then I will hit this side.
You gotta do that.
Then I'm over here.
Aye.
Then I'm over here, and then I might just try to get in the middle, much as I can, and I just leave it
It just
there.
shows how not flexible we are, fam. Because you see that middle one? Yeah, myth.
That's so funny.
That's what I do.
But we try as
But when I was younger, I never used to wash my back, and then I remember one time, Mum was like, "Bro, like, what are you doing?"
How you missing your back?
No, because obviously, do you remember you transition from your parents washing you,
Yeah.
and then you start to wash yourself.
Yeah.
So then you start to create your own version of
Routine.
how to wash yourself
Yeah.
from what you've seen your parents do.
Mm.
Also, I used to always scrub my back, and this one I used to use fishnet. So I got to a point I'm like, brother, how am I supposed to wash my back? But then I remember, so I
Gotta
put
hit the
that.
fishnet
I
technique,
hit the
fam.
fish.
Yeah.
I learned that technique, brother. Game changer,
Yeah.
man. Just did a whole back. I said,
See, I still use the
yeah.
fishnet. I prefer the fishnet. You see, you
I
know,
was-
with the gloves. Allow me, fam. You ain't really. That's what when you see the ask question about 0 to 5. I said 3 to 4 because
Bro.
if you're using if you're doing what you're if I do
Bro.
what you're doing with a fishnet, I'll lose my skin.
No, hey, but the thing is, you see the exfoliating gloves I'm using? These are not soft gloves.
Yeah.
They're not soft
They're
gloves.
actually exfoliating.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
cool.
to remove dead skin.
With that glove,
You
yeah,
mean more than
I
that.
can only scrub my body hard. My face, Jelly.
I'm telling you use Karen White before you use it.
Jelly.
You Karen White, fam.
I do that one. Everywhere else though, is peak.
I must say your skin is soft though. That's why.
No, thank you. Thank you.
It's helped.
We try.
He has no choice. With all that scrubbing, he gotta be, fam.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You know what? Now I think I don't know if it's because I'm tall, yeah, but soap just flies everywhere when I'm showering. I think it's because of the aggression that I use.
And do you know what? Yeah.
You used to live with your family. Was that one person that you go into the shower after them?
Oh,
Brother, it looks like a tsunami hit this place. Fam.
Why is everywhere
Fam!
wet?
Like how are you
No,
showering?
I'm not like that though.
There's one person in my family and I
You
stick
need
it on
to
them
tell them.
every time.
Okay, so this is my thing here. When I finish showering, you know my towel's literally dry.
See, I don't understand.
And I show them, I'm like, yo, look at me. I just came
No,
out.
what?
Look
You
how
see,
I
when
came out.
when I first touched your towel after, I was like, what? This is not wet. How are you drying? Bro, I'm like, bro.
You come
What?
out the shower.
This
This is the towel straight away, bro. You gotta let your skin like.
Do you do that?
Some of the water. Yeah, I wait
You
a
gotta
minute.
like wait a little bit.
Brother, who's waiting,
And on
bro?
top of that,
It's
In
not
winter,
okay.
who's
Cold.
waiting? Bro, it's cold.
Why's your window open in winter, fam?
I'm out. As soon as I've pulled the curtain and I finished the shower, I grab the towel and I'm gone. I don't wait around.
that's why your towel's now drenched.
Soaking.
How is it even drying you when it's wet? Take
It's
it.
dry, bro. It's absorbing the moisture, fam. I'll get me.
It can't
It's done the
absorb all
job.
of it.
It's done the job.
But yeah, one thing I always do is I dry myself in the shower so that when I step out,
Yeah, that's what I'm
like
saying.
I,
See when I said
can't go out the shower wet. Like that's my thing.
you
ask
gotta
what's your
really,
thing.
you gotta let,
I
because
can't
remember
come out the shower
you
wet.
thrown the last, you put the last, let that. Really.
Yeah, I never come out of the shower
So
unless
fun.
man's forgot my
I
towel.
literally have to dry, and I think it's for my mom because this is how I watched my mum wash. She would literally dry herself head to toe, and like one leg first, then that one comes out, then the next one.
Yeah, no, you
then that one
got
comes
section it
out.
up. You got section
Yeah,
it
like,
up. Keep
that's
the arms
actually
first.
how
Cool.
I get
Keep the
out
arms.
shower.
Before we wrap up here, because this is, you know what I'm going to say it because this is what I've observed. How do you cream your body?
I got arms first. Arms then face.
Arms and face.
Arms and face.
Arms then face.
No, it's not. It's arms. Then then body. Then legs. And then I finish off with my face.
Okay.
Sometimes if I'm in a rush, it's scattered. It's scattered. I'll do the arms first.
Yeah.
Face my
So
come
you
next.
always start with your arms.
Yeah, also my arms.
My routine is always face. Like I won't cream my face, but I put the cream on my face, then I go down.
Yeah.
Then I come back up to my face and finish the cream on my face.
See,
But it's all in one routine. You see when I see this one creaming, she's sitting down.
sections.
She's bringing the cream in her one.
Oh, your
forearm.
break
Why?
off like
Oh
that.
my god.
Yeah, that's
I'm
mad.
looking at it like, yo, brother.
That's mad.
Why are you doing why are you doing it like that?
Yeah,
To me, when I first saw it, I said, yo, this girl's crazy. Oh, this girl's crazy.
No, but yeah, section of each diesel is mad.
Because that's so, for me, obviously,
one-
what I've been
it's
seeing
one.
now, what I do, that is the complete opposite. You see the way I cream. You probably think I'm crazy.
He looks like he's doing a dance routine.
You're cool.
Hey, anyway, on that bombshell, we're gonna wrap it up there. That's another episode of the S.O.S podcast. You know, it's your boy 365. Had a special guest in there, Vic in the building. You know my boy T. Shout out my brother DG, and we're out, man. Bow.